Today's time for all ages is called The Mirrors and the Flame. It's adapted from a story by Amirsha Amhuja. One day, the student approached his master. "Master, why do people avoid me? Why don't they understand me? Instead, they accuse me of not understanding them." The master looked at the student. "That is because you do not understand yourself." The student retorted, "That's ridiculous. I love myself, and of course I understand myself. I am almost 20 years old," exclaimed the student. The master looked thoughtful. "The time has come to show you the mirror room, my apprentice." He took the apprentice to a special wing of the monastery, with an apartment provisioned for a short stay. The apartment was very unusual. It had mirrors all over the walls, the floor, and the ceiling. Mirrors of different shapes and sizes reflected each other, and at the center of the room was a lighted lamp. "This is going to be your home for 11 days. Your task will be to keep this lamp lit at all times for all the days you'll be here. All you need is here, and no one will disturb you. This room is a place where you will get to see all of you. The reason we have mirrors everywhere is so that you can always see yourself, every bit of you." The master chuckled. "In fact, wherever you turn, you will be able to see yourself at all times in your entirety. And as for the lamp, well, that's for you to work out for yourself." And then the master left. The student decided to start his work and his meditation ritual in the room right away, eager to unlock the secret as soon as possible. Well, it was not until the morning of the 12th day that the apprentice came out of the mirror room, his eyes barely able to take in all the different colors in the beautiful garden before him. He walked up to his waiting master. Looking at him deeply for a few seconds, he spoke, "Thank you, master. Thank you for all that you have done for me." And taking a deep breath, he began to share his experience. "I was fine the first few days. I knew this was a test and kept telling myself it must be some sort of puzzle to solve. Thoughts began to come to me. I saw myself in every mirror, and something odd happened. Every time I would look into my eyes reflected in the mirrors, I would become frightened, and I would look for something to calm my soul. Was it? The lamp. The lamp in the center is where I would go every time I did not want to dwell on my thoughts or the visions that appeared in my mind. At first there was a restlessness, an urge to cry out, but as the days passed, I began to become still. I couldn't believe what I found in myself. In the beginning, I was disgusted and shocked, but now I am at peace with myself, at peace what I found in me. Last few days, when I decided to just gaze into the flame, I noticed a certain stillness within me, as if the stillness of the flame was just a mirror to the stillness in me, which I could not see before. The look on the master's face told him that he was to keep speaking. He continued, "I noticed something. Even the slightest movement of air would affect the flame. I realized that, in myself, any change in my thoughts would affect my mood, and when my feelings changed, I would lose my stillness. Yet it was my responsibility to get it back. And just as we put our hands around the flame to protect it from the movement of air, we can shield our stillness by surrounding ourselves with compassion and by paying attention to our feelings and our reaction." The master nodded and finally spoke. I'm glad you are beginning to see stillness does lead to clarity. You used to believe that the world didn't understand you, whereas in reality, it was you who did not understand yourself. The world is just a mirror showing you what you contain within. The unrest in the world is a reflection of the turbulence within. That is why they say that even if a few people choose to become more aware, they are a great gift to humanity since they lift up others along with themselves.